I think one example of something that was not what we had planned but has turned out to be a great business strategy is the fact that we created our distribution model because we had no idea how to do retail. So we were terrified of, we have these beads, how are we going to get them out there? And we thought what we know is bringing women together and sharing information. And so we didn't really see that that could launch a multi-million-dollar business as much as it was the only thing we knew. And our gut was connect with women one-to-one, tell the story. And that's what we did. And it has turned out to be an incredible business model that's generated millions of dollars a year for our business and hit our educational goals of really allowing us to educate people and engage with them in a meaningful way. So I think that started off as something that we kind of backed into because we had no other choice. We had no other options. We didn't know any buyers or how to create packaging or how to have a pricing sheet for a wholesale buyer. We've learned those things now. We've had the time to, and you know, in some cases been asked to and forced to develop those things. But it's certainly not like we came with a big strategic plan in that way. We've also learned so many things in Uganda. You know, one of the things I think about not coming in with a master plan is that you're really humble. And we have been very humble from the start because we know that we don't know most of the answers. And so we've done a lot of just asking the people that we work with, the women that we work with, what was the best part of this for you? What are your dreams? What do you want? And trying to develop our program based on that. And there have been so many false starts. You know, I think one of the hardest things is when the women themselves or staff members have corrupted the project, have stolen money, or you know, done something to steal our business. And that feels almost like a personal insult, you know, like they're doing it to get me. But I also realize that this is how they've been raised, and this is how business, you know, the reason that many of these women are alive is because they've learned how to work the system. When you're trying to live on $1 a day, you've got to be scrappy and street smart. And so I've learned that it's not personal. But we've had to get smarter, and we've had to put in place systems in reaction to, you know, major failures that we've had to, you know, have really secure, tight systems and to tighten things up over time. Our financial system, the way we buy beads, you know, who you can trust to buy beads. So a lot of that has just been learning as we go and responding to things that really didn't go right. And I think the important thing is when you see something that's wrong, you know, when you have a real problem or you see that you've totally failed, to name it immediately and to move in the other direction as quickly as you can, because covering it up or pretending it didn't happen doesn't get you anywhere. So saying, wow, that really didn't work, let's try something else. And we've done that so many times. I actually joke that in the last 9 years, we've never had one group of women that's come through that's gotten exactly the same, you know, number of inputs, because we're constantly tweaking and changing our model. And oh, we tried this entrepreneurial training curriculum and it really fell flat. The women didn't like it, or they were bored, you know. So then we'll try something else. Okay, well, what about this? Or how about delivering it in this different way? So, you know, every single thing we do, every single group has gotten a slightly different experience because we're constantly trying to make it better and learn from what we have done poorly.